top story tonight is the battle for the female vote and why women could be so crucial in the coming general election. A 5 News poll has found that 25% of women voters have not definitely decided yet who they're going to vote for, and that is slightly more than men. Let's discuss this now with our expert panel tonight. We're joined this evening by Victoria Honeyman, Dr. Victoria Honeyman, I should say, and also Professor Jonathan Tong. I must admit, I'm feeling a bit stupid compared to you two tonight with all the titles. Victoria, let's start with you. Are you surprised by that there is still a large proportion of female voters who don't know who they're going to vote for?
I am slightly surprised, although I think that there's quite a lot of people at this general election who don't know who to vote for, men and women. So I think that's maybe representative of that. I think it's also perhaps the issues that women are traditionally supposed to be interested in. Things like the NHS and education haven't really been at the forefront of the campaign yet. We have heard Labour talking about it, but the Conservatives and Liberal Democrats have definitely been on other subjects.
We're going to look at that in just a few minutes. But John, let's bring you in now. Do you think it's been a bit of a macho campaign, or do you think politics can be a bit bravado and macho and it turns women off?
I think it's been macho on certain issues, the economy and immigration, and it's not always been edifying. There's been some personal attacks as well. I think the campaign needs to improve, otherwise it risks turning voters off. Not just women voters, although particularly women voters. I think it risks turning off male voters as well, because what you're seeing is yaboo politics at the moment rather than serious policy debates.
Yeah, it's a very good point there. Well, Victoria, you mentioned important issues. In our survey, we found some really interesting points, actually, when it comes to what women are concerned about more than, say, what men are concerned about. And we actually found that when asked, women say that family and, of course, health, 54% of them say that it's actually health that's more important to them compared to just 43% of men there. If we turn it around though and ask what a man or men's most important issue is, they actually come up with the economy. That's 55% of them who we asked versus 44% for women. What do you get from those findings, Victoria?
It's a very traditional view of women, that women are interested in traditional issues like education, healthcare and all of those kind of issues. I'm not entirely sure. If you look at it, 54% of women are interested in the NHS. That suggests that 46% are interested in something else. So we are still seeing those traditional issues play very well with women voters, but we are also seeing a sizable percentage that are looking at other things, other perhaps more macho issues, because after all, women are voters just the same as men are. We're just the same.
Do you find that predictable or different?
What that survey shows is that parties need to be strong on the economy and on public services if they're going to win this election. It's not good enough to be ahead on one. The Conservatives are ahead on the economy, Labour are ahead on health. What the electorate want is a party that will combine economic competence with a strong defence of public services, and we've not really seen that from either of the main parties yet.
We do know, though, Victoria, that the parties are clambering for the woman vote. How do they do that without being patronising, and are they doing that effectively, do you think? I mean, are you convinced when you see their arguments?
Not especially. I think that there have been some quite patronising stunts. We're hearing an awful lot about the leaders' wives at the moment, which is definitely to try and make them more human and appeal to female voters. I think what John's absolutely right. What they need to do is talk about the issues that voters are interested in, perhaps play down the personal attacks, which particularly play badly with women, and really focus on the issues that we're all interested in, like the NHS, like the economy, you know, some of the bigger issues like immigration.
4 weeks left to go. Still a long way to go, isn't it, really, John? Do you think we'll see that happening now?
Well, I think the parties have to. If they look at what voters want, it's quite clear. They want reassurance on the economy. They want reassurance on health. Yes, immigration is there too, and we shouldn't forget, you know, the UKIP factor in that respect. But what they want to hear are the policies. You've got to forget the personal attacks and leave them behind.
Briefly, are you both enjoying the campaign so far?
It's been absolutely fantastic.
Good answer. Keep doing a job. Victoria and John, thank you very much for tonight.
Thank you.